Em, how are you?
Rachel, nice to see you. How's it going?
Nice to see you. So to start, first of all, you have a vampire who has a crush on you, and now there's an angel in the midst. With when you're heading into season two, and not only are you still dealing with vampires, now you have angels. What was it like getting that and knowing, like, okay, well, now we're branching this world out even further into like angels, not even the common werewolf or whatever other supernatural being.
I'd still be super freaked out if I saw a werewolf, I think. I'd be like, oh my God. But it's a bit of a mind bender, I think, for Sarah, doubly because growing up, she had all of that influence from the cult and
Mhm.
this idea that she had to be this kind of, I think, really repressed version of herself because it was was expected of her, and there was some kind of impunity to that, and that these angels were kind of, I don't know, a bit more of like a check and balance in a way. And instead of and then I think when she ran away from all of that, she was like, okay, none of that is real, like none of that was just a horrible traumatic time. I'm gonna, this is my new thing. And then the vampire boyfriend. And now angels, and it's just like, okay, anything is possible. Like it's almost it's scary what it means. Like there's like the light and the dark of it.
Mhm.
But I think, like, I don't know. I think it's exciting.
Yeah, and I also think, we're in this new era of, for some reason, vampire stories have been around for however many decades,
Yeah.
centuries at this point. But we change how we look at vampires. And right now we're in this comedy vampire era
Mhm.
with television shows and like Abigail the movie and things like that. What do you think it is about this current world that we are living in and how we look at vampires that we are in the like need for more comedic takes? Like we have our serious ones with like Interview with the Vampire and Nosferatu, but like the comedy ones are kind of what people are connecting with the most.
Yeah. Um, I so want to laugh. You know what I mean? And I think we need to laugh, especially because of how crazy things are outside, you know? And I think also people have a fascination with like the dark, like the shadow, I think, like there's all these true crime stuff. Like I can't stand to watch it, but I know a lot of people love it. Like they love it. And I think so it's like, okay, vampires have they're dark, they have this, they're undead, they have to feed on people. It's like something alluring about the darkness of it. And at the same time, like we find ourselves so comfortable in a dark space that we do laugh. We will like laugh within all these dimensions of being, I don't know, maybe I'm getting too existential on this, but it's like, I think, there's just this element of like feeling, I think, drawn to the dark, and then also like the knowing of the dark, that we can like laugh within those kind of beats. And I think that's what makes something really attractive to us as people in this modern world, is like we oh my gosh, this is I'm getting way too deep on this maybe. I'm sorry, I'll pull back.
It's okay. You're like, yes, and here's the existential reason that all of us just want to laugh. And I'm like, yeah, you're so true. You're so right.
My bad, I don't know what
No,
that came
I was
from.
like, you're right. But with a show like this, it does make me think back on like all of the vampires I loved growing up. Is there a vampire that you would love to see somehow show up on Reginald the Vampire?
Ooh, oh my gosh. Okay, I immediately want to say Spike from Buffy.
I referenced him earlier in a
Did
different
you?
way.
I'm such a fan. But he has to have the hair, like everything, like of course he would. But yeah.
Because
Oh.
Mandela said something about an umbrella, and I said I instantly thought about Spike running around with like the tarp or his jacket over his
Oh
head,
my
like
God.
running
Yeah.
into the buildings.
In the RV or into the building, or oh my gosh, this is like kind of dark golden retriever era.
Yeah,
Oh my
that would
God.
be a perfect energy. Um, And then I know that you don't get to be a part of this, but in the lore of what we do in the shadows, anyone who plays a vampire is a vampire in real life, like the actor. Who would you think out of the cast of vampires would make the perfect real vampire?
Ooh. I mean, I think the obvious choice might be the most true. As it's Angela, Savannah Baisley, because she's got this, she's so like elegant. I think I don't know if that's quite the right precise word that I'm trying to use, but her nails are long and she's got such beautiful like clear skin and hair. She always looks like fucking, oh, sorry. She always
I don't
looks like,
care.
a 10, and she's got like her outfits always just like so on point. It's almost like, I don't know, she does feel like she's from another era in a way, but like
She
I think
did say that she used to go out with her friends at night when everyone else went inside and pretend to be vampires. So you're
oh,
not far off.
okay. I didn't want it to be like a weird, but yeah, I knew it. How did I know it? I knew it.
You're not far.
Yeah.
For a last quick question, season two is very exciting because season one was all about like Reginald coming into his own as a vampire, all that kind of stuff. And then season two is a literal war. What are you most excited about for fans getting to see this second season and see how kind of drastically everything shifts between the two?
Yeah. I'm excited for Adventures with the Scooby Gang. Like Sarah knows. Sarah knows. Sarah's in the mix. So like I'm holding a sword on the poster for this season two.
Mhm.
Like I'm in. I'm in and I'm so stoked to be there. Um and then gosh, yeah, Maurice is stepping up to be the head of the council, so he's the deacon and it's like he's wearing these hats. It's a whole thing. And then Sarah and Reggie too, they find their way like as friends or so yeah, everything has changed. But there's a lot of growth and I feel like I'm so excited for where we're at in season two. I feel like the characters are really cooking and we're on this like great stride and we get up to a lot of fun stuff and there's new people that are also like so fun to bring in. And so, yeah, it's a good ride. Yeah.
I love it. Thank you so much for talking with me. I really appreciate it. And I can't wait for people to get to see season two.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Rachel.